doing? Joe Bonamassa here from his apartment in New York City. And today we're talking about slide. Now I generally try to avoid slide because there are slide players and then there are me, people like me who play slide. There are slide musicians who've dedicated their whole life to the craft and the balance and everything, and the intonation, the dreaded intonation, and are real, masters of it. I use it to just kind of season the music, and you'll never see me on a jam session with a slide in my pocket just going, hey, I just happen to have it. That won't be me. I actually like to play regular guitar because I know I'll be reasonably in tune. But today we're going to go through just a few things that I do when I do play slide on a rare occasion that have kind of worked out, and including the tuning and the type of slide that I use, which is a steel slide. So here's the few things that I know about slide guitar, and they're not many, but they are a few things. When I was a kid, Warren Haynes told me about the muting behind the slide. So I use a slide on my ring finger, and you basically want to kind of ghost every position you're in with your index finger, kind of to create a muting technique that allows you to hear the notes that you want to hear, not just this kind of... It really helps to articulate the notes better. So I tend to use open E as a tuning. I like it. I know more patterns, but I've been known to use open A, open G, whatever open tuning that, I kind of figure out. My favorite slide players, obviously the usual suspects, Ry Cooder being number one, obviously Warren Haynes, Sonny Landreth, people like that. Even Billy Gibbons and Jeff Beck were master slide players. And also you have to mention Derek Trucks. You have to mention, just people like Lowell George and those who were game changers and had their own technique. So my style is a very, kind of an amalgamation of all those people that I just mentioned. And it is fun. It's fun to mess around with. Things get swampy in a hurry. So here we go with a few demonstrations, ladies and gentlemen. And you have to mention Bonnie Raitt being one of my favorite slide players, and I mentioned the list before, and I didn't mention her. And Joanna Connor, by the way, she's fantastic too. They have very specific ways of phrasing, and it's all about the intonation, because there's no... You're not fretting, you're sliding, So to sum up, when working on slide, there are no rules. You can do it in any tuning. You can use one string, you can use 12 strings, it doesn't matter. It's just concentrating on the intonation, because when you decide to play a slide solo with, especially if you got keyboards, which are kind of the high water mark of tuning, and you really want to make sure your intonation's tight. And the thing is, just slow down, and it's better to hit a couple of in tune soulful notes than to try to go all the way down the fingerboard and kind of get a little bit ahead of yourself, and having the intonation being a little bit questionable. So I'm not the slide guru, but I do have a few things that I do, and it is fun. It is fun to sit at home, and it is fun to mess around with it in the studio and create these textures and things that only slide guitar can achieve. So thank you for watching. Until next time.